Annoyingly, this is not on my random do list anymore. It was on the last one, but I also finished a game that's been sitting on one achievement left because it needed an entire replay through. So that's fine. We're just going to plod through games today. And I fancy doing PowerWash stream. We have a new DLC out. I didn't receive a copy of this one for streaming purposes. I did receive a copy of the SpongeBob one from Square Enix. But I purchased this one with my own money, and the game itself is on Game Pass. We're starting later today for various reasons, and we'll see how this goes. So, yeah. Alright, PowerWash Simulator. Switch over. Ugh, I'm vaguely invisible today. This is the Warhammer 40k DLC. Yes. We accidentally uninstalled it because for some reason it was installed on 2 different drives. I don't know why, and instead of moving it, I managed to uninstall it, which unfortunately meant that I had to reinstall it. But that's fine. It just, it took like 20 minutes. So, another reason why we're late. Why does Back to the Future say we've not finished the campaign? Okay, we will deal with that later. Because we also did, we did that one. All right. Yes, for some reason it says Back to the Future we haven't finished. We'll do the Warhammer one first because we did finish Back to the Future. Well, we got all the achievements. Maybe they added another thing? I don't know. Anyway, so we've got some stuff. So I don't know a great deal about Warhammer 40k. I have friends that like it. I know some things. I've played Rogue Trader. So assuming these are in order, we're looking for the Ultramarines 2 plaque using only the yellow nozzle on the Dreadnought. Then that we went through the Tilt Shield and Tilt Shield Purity Seals. That one is the Stowed Shovel, and that was the Retro Thrusters. So let's see who we've got first. We're starting with the Land Raider. So that was the thingy, the something to think. There'll be a plaque. Okay. So Magus, maybe. Pertinax Pius. Forge Temple, Ring of Iron, Mars. Blessing of the Machine Rite initiated. Induction. Tech Priest, I am your superior. Magus Pertinax Pius. It is said to be your sacred duty to cleanse the Imperium's illustrious machine, to appease their machine spirit and remove any lingering befoulments. To this end, you are to be stationed at Forge Temple 48759 under the supervision of Engineer Tyros 656 and allocated an MK2 Aquas Sanita Aquabus. Your first assignment, a mighty Ultramarines Land Raider of the Adeptus Astaris, awaits your attention. While I remain skeptical that a relative novice such as yourself should perform rites on such a venerable vehicle, I am reminded of the words of Archmagus Vulcanius. The iron once forgot becomes the sword. Let us hope that this applies to you. Okay. There were a lot of words there, very small. I am really feeling my aging eyes at the moment. Okay, we have a very gold thing. Ooh, and it's a little bot. Our stairs are a little bot. Our ladder is boring. Okay, so just reminding myself, Land Raider. Ultramarines 2 plaque first. Okay, can we find that? Obviously. Is there an obvious Ultramarines plaque? Or we can just do here. Plaque. They're not in alphabetical order. I thought they were in alphabetical order. And now I'm just being like, Ultramarines 2 plaque. There we go. Ah, right. Subdivision of the vehicle schematic has been sent to your optic systems. There we go, first blue. We march for MacRagle. Okay, so just to have a look, nozzle. Ah, yellow, okay. We generally use the yellow one anyway, unless we have the tri-nozzle. That's the pinpoint one. Yeah, we generally use red, yellow. I can remember how to set this to auto fry. So yeah, we are ASMRing because I do like good power wash. Would have been cool had I not screwed up and managed to get maybe an achievement. But on the other hand, it is fulfilling the target for getting, you know, X achievements over 314 ratio. And they won't remain that high for all ages, so, you know. Plus, I did really want to stream today, even if it was late. Plus, maybe starting late means that I'll finish later and more people will be able to. But basically, I just woke up late. I had breakfast at like 11:30. I had lunch at like 2, and then I was just like, I need to finish this game. And then I decided to check if I had the DLC installed, see it was installed on 2 different drives, and accidentally mess up a move. Well, to be fair, I thought it was the case where I'd installed it on 2 drives and the game was installed on both, but no, apparently the game was just installed on one of my drives and I should have moved it. But anyway, then I had to download it again. It's just been, it feels like one of those days, and all I actually really want to do is code, but I'm not working. I'm doing some coding at the moment, which is great, at work, but it's unfortunately activating my hyperfocus where all I want to do is code, and I have my non-working day on Monday. Maybe I can channel that into some productiveness. Mostly it's just going to be vaguely unproductive and annoying. But yeah, anyway. I haven't done much coding for a year, so it's been nice to get back into it. Though it is sort of new stuff, so I'm like, I have no idea if I'm doing this wrong, so I'm doing lots of Googling. And I've been doing this for 20 years, so, you know. If anyone ever tells you that you need to know everything to do your job, they're lying. Well, if it's to do with coding, because you can always Google shit. Mind you, I know what to Google because I've been doing it a long time. So, you know, there is that, but... I suppose what I could do is pick up my little Unity project that I was making. Which is not quite the same. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine. I will channel it into something, because a healthy work-life balance is important. This stuff looks like it's caked in slug slime. I'll be honest, slug slime. So the Rogue Trader stuff was space. I was a navigator. Navigators have a third eye. Don't remember masses about the lore. I know there's some stuff with the God King, and then there's like apostles is the wrong word. Complete your task work, Tech Priest. Yes, boss. I am. But there's been some resurrection. I know that like Dan Abnett does a lot of books in the universe. No residue from the redacted profane of redacted identity and confirm can be allowed to linger. I did not read that because it was too fast. On the Ultramarines Land Raider. Hi, Dan. We are cleaning effectively a tank. The reroll gauntlet did not produce this on my list, but that's fine. Because we were going to play it anyway. And so far we have done 2 games on our RTDL, got 3 achievements, and completed 2 games. So I'd say, you know, we're winning. The first 4 jobs are a stream, and the last job is a stream of its own. Cool. Good to know. We will do it like that then. Thank you for letting me know. Because we've also got bonus jobs if it turns out we do the last one quicker. And also good to know we do not stop job number 5 if it's getting close to like 7 o'clock, because, well, you know, then we'll be here forever. So yeah, thank you for the heads up. You got 1 today, good points. Yeah, I was hoping this would re-roll onto it so I could get a decent-ish ratio, but my top ratio is never really high, so I'm just going for trying to complete some of the games on my list, because that's good. And binging Station 19 before the new season starts, though I'm going to finish it today, I imagine. But yeah, I think everyone's made a strong start on the random to-do list. Everyone should be very proud. Even Tarragon, who has not unlocked one yet because he's in Australia and is asleep. And that is allowed. I have not had satisfying dings. I think this whole thing is just one giant whatever, which means that I don't actually have to get all the little bits, I think. I do have to get the bits in there. Are you a Warhammer 40k fan, Dan? fair, it is, but, you know, a lot of my friends have said nerds. Which is why I was asking. Yeah, so I was explaining. So yes, God King went mad. Something. They were like, it's not apostles, but something like apostles. And then there was some resurrection-y things, and they're all named like after like I think Egyptian god type things. I want to say there's like Osiris and stuff. I do pay attention when my friend tells me. It's just I'm not as interested in it, so it doesn't always stick. But it is a fascinating world. It is just massive, and there is a lot of detail. I know there's the void. And I was a navigator, and I could navigate the void. But I also had a third eye, and I'm fairly certain that it, like, killed anyone that looked in it. I had a bandana on my forehead while I was playing Rogue Trader. Yeah, I never got into it, but I did enjoy playing Rogue Trader. You know, I like listening to my friend talk about it because he's really enthusiastic. And I like listening to when people are really enthusiastic about something and they're telling me, because it's like, yay, info dumping. And I love info dumping. I know more about trains and bridges than I want to because of that. But, you know, that's fine. I also know a slight amount about this. And to augment ritual fervor, a brief account of the Land Raiders' recent deployment will be forthcoming. Ah, because it's protocol. I'm more of a Mass Effect fan, or going for like Space Marine type things. I know there's a lot of like physical, like oh, I got a ding! It's my first ding since the beginning. Right. Oops. So, yeah. I mean, there's a whole, like, books, if you like reading, to read books in the universe. There's also the whole, like, you can actually, like, play Warhammer. There's I think, to be fair, it started off as, like, the thing that you can play, and then there were books. As I said, I think Dan Abnett is, like, the major sort of writer that I know of that does, you know, Warhammer books. And then Rogue Trader happened, which is like a D&D campaign. And then there's video games, which I don't know where they fit in. And then we have, you know, DLC. Oh, this is filthy. This is filthy. Books are for nerds too. Well, then I'm a giant nerd because I love books. How are you and Milo doing today anyway? You've done a Warhammer game, it was hard. Oh, which one did you do? And what type of game was it? Was it like a RPG or a tactical thing? I feel like with all the treads and mechanical bits, these are just going to be incredibly fiddly jobs, which is fine. Vermintide, yes, hang on, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, bless me. You're staring at the rain, hoping it stops. I mean, I was supposed to go pick up something this morning, and I looked out the window, saw it was raining, and went, I can do it another day. It will wait. Vermintide. I think we've mentioned Vermintide before. When you say Left 4 Dead, as in zombies and shooting, Horus. The Horus heresy, that's a big thing. So yes, they are named after Egyptian, whatchamacallits, gods. Because there's a whole Horus heresy, which I think is actually the title of a Dan Abnett book. Yeah, because it's like all heretical priests and all that not. This is not me being dismissive, this is just me not knowing what words I want. Tech priests are a thing. Though I do remember when we were playing, our captain of our ship managed to get both his legs blown up because he had a massive dice roll fail. And someone threw a grenade. It was quite funny. It was like, you should have died, but our DM was like, I don't want you to die. So, you're just gonna, like, lose a leg. That's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You got a mechanical one and everything, but it was just... In the context of a game, it was funny. Obviously in real life. Rat people, not zombies, but the gameplay's totally Left 4 Dead core. I've never played Left 4 Dead, so I've got no context for, you know, what it is, gameplay-wise. Not a huge fan of zombies in particular, even though I've watched, like, the Walking Dead series, which... a lot of that actually makes me feel physically sick, but I got pulled into the characters. And at some point I will watch the final season to find out whether there's any resolution. I will not be going back and re-watching from the beginning. I did start to try and do that, and then I remembered why. You know, it's like, no, we'll just one playthrough is enough. I am obsessed with, like, Clementine and her story, obviously. And there are various spin-offs, and I like watching TV. But yeah, not a huge zombie fan, so never played a Left 4 Dead. Never watched a stream. Never had any urge. But yeah. So, also never played a Warhammer video game. The ones that have come through on ID, I have gifted to my friend, well, my best friend's fiance, who's my new friend, who loves Warhammer. Because, you know, I am nice like that. He has the patience for strategy games, which I do not. I really don't. But yeah, quite pleased with myself. Finished 2 games this month. Played 2 games, finished 2 games. You added the first series of The Walking Dead to your game collections. It's on Game Pass. I mean, it is a classic. It is a very well-told story. It is not a terrible game, as in, like, gameplay-wise. Sometimes, you know, they can be a bit clunky. It's not. There is one bit of one chapter that squicks me out. But that's my own personal squick, and I'm not going to spoil it. But if you've never played The Walking Dead, then I highly recommend. It's definitely worth it. The characters and the story are just amazing. You get so involved. you know. And Clementine is just brilliant. But yeah. Oh, it would be a stack. Oh, right, okay. Fair enough, you have played it. Fine. I don't like the bit with the farm because the people eating is a squick. I watched Delicatessen, which is a French movie, and then regretted it because I didn't know what it was about. I really, 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 really don't like any kind of cannibalism type stuff. So I'm going to change the subject rapidly. I originally played Walking Dead on 360 episodically. And it was, I just, you know, I love the characters. And then Walking Dead 2, and then the final season. You know, Michonne was okay, but the stack of that was a bit repetitive. And I think there's another one as well. There's one more I'm missing. The one with the dude whose brother. Clementine does pop up in that, I believe, as well. Oh, no, Frontier? Something Frontier? New Frontier? Clearly the brain with the retrieval capacity is doing really well. Yeah, Javier and David. Exactly. New Frontier sounds right. Cool. Yeah. I really like Telltale. The Game of Thrones one was a wee bit boring, I'll be honest. I didn't really engage with that one. Tales of the Borderlands, surprisingly, you know, good. Considering I have absolutely no context. I've never played Borderlands before. I may watch the movie. New Tales from the Borderland is not as engaging. I really wanted a sequel with the vault thing, so yeah. Data recording pilot. Ooh, Land Raider pilot name withheld. Yeah, I'm like, I have no idea what to expect. I've never played Borderlands, but it was amazing. Mission debrief. On our way to reinforce the fleet Secundus, we were diverted to a distress signal from the planet. Withheld strategic. Estamara, update 785. Yeah, I enjoyed playing that twice. I was like, look, I just really want to know what happens to them. Imperial forces stationed there claimed they had detected the presence of a restricted artifact H class before encountering the artifact before encountering the redacted heretical. Yeah, Game of Thrones. Fable was good. I had no idea what to expect there. I hadn't read the comics. Still haven't read the comics. Tried to get into the comics. Wanted more context for them. Wanted Fable 2. I know it's, you know, in a freezer somewhere, or possibly in active development, but, you know, Wolf Among Us was really good. Though that, you know, that one and the final season started introducing collectibles into the Telltale games. I am less fan of having to be, I can't just enjoy the story, I've got to look for all the collectibles, or I got to play the after thing again. So less fun on that. They did that in the Expanse one. Expanse one wasn't bad. Didn't really understand all of the story, I'll be honest. I tried to watch the TV show. I think I watched half the first season. It's just, it was a bit too dark and gritty, but, you know, I need to play all of the games. I haven't finished the new Tales of the Borderlands one, as I said. It's not because it wasn't a direct sequel. It's still good. It just, again, you've got to play through like 3 or 4 times to get different endings. It's like the story is not that engaging and different that I want to do that. But hey, it's fine. I will eventually finish that one. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing next on my list. I'll try and pick something that's a slightly higher ratio. As I said, I was hoping this one would come back in, but maybe it will, and we'll, you know, we'll finish off the DLC next week, you know. Oh! I did a ding. This level is very sparing with the dings. Maybe I need to be more, you know, precise with some stuff. Again, you know, power washing and mechanical stuff. I'm not thinking this is necessarily the best option. But yeah, you liked Warhammer? Oh, and the Batman one. Oh god, I forgot about the Batman one. Hi Valbo. I completely forgot about the Batman one. I don't think I necessarily have an opinion about the Batman one. The fact that I forgot about it probably says quite a lot. It wasn't that it was bad, I'm just not... Dang! You know, a huge Batman thing, a Batman fan. I think he's very overdone. You know, it was a thing. But yeah, I just don't really have any strong feelings about Batman game. You know. Batman isn't a big fan of mine either. That is perfectly acceptable. It's like Star Wars. I think it's just overdone at this point. Oh my god, this is just painful. So many nooks and crannies. How long have I been doing this? Half an hour. Feels like forever. We're 64% done, so at least we've got a chunk. Probably easier if I go from the other side. I think that's a whoosh. Hi, Leaky. I don't think I've got my TV on very high. Oh, I have. It's just this one seems a bit quieter. If you want me to turn up the water, then do let me know. It's hard to just balance because I can't hear what the stream is getting. But if I could hear what the stream was getting in my ear, it would drive me nuts because I'd be able to hear myself in my ear. And that just seems like a form of torture. Cool. Okay, I think I'm just being weirdly over-specific. Hello everyone, it's Saturday. So yeah, something, 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 something. All hail the God Emperor. So have you not managed to go for a walk yet then, Dan, if you've been eyeing the rain? And is anyone else playing anything right now? What are you playing, and is it good? I mean, you know, put a coat on. It's only a bit of water. It's not raining here right now. So that's good. Ooh, ding. Blue fire. And Sucker Bunny. Cool. I want to say blue fire is one. Is that the one? I know there's one that I started that something to do with blue fire, or may have started, or was looking at starting, and I decided I didn't want to start it. I have started some games that are very not me. It's like, I really want to be able to play stuff like Ori. And I did get so far, and then I got stuck. And now... Oh, is it a little... Oh, I thought it was a frog. It's not a frog, it's a skull and crossbones. Yeah, it looks like a frog. It's one of the last games I've got. Well, then I own it. I didn't start it then. Okay. That's probably good. Okay, I'm not really a platform fan. It's like, yeah, Ori, I managed to get through the Deku Tree thing, the escape. I didn't manage to get all the collectibles on the way, so, you know, I have to replay. But considering I got stuck, I have to replay anyway. But it's better than the time I played like the demo with some and I saved too many times and couldn't get past a certain area. I got past that area, so I was quite pleased with myself. And then I got into the next area, and then it's just like, oh, and I just forgot all the controls, because you kind of need to play these games, you know, in one contiguous bit, and I did not. I've never tried Super Meat Boy. It didn't appeal. I did once try and play. What's that one in like the not Mickey Mouse style, but you know, with all the bosses that Jesse's really good at. It's got deal. Cuphead. I tried Cuphead at an event thing. Thankfully, nowhere near my tag. I couldn't even get it past the first boss. Arriving on Withheld Planet, we found ourselves overrun by hereticals. Yeah. There's some games that I'm like, I will love this game, and then I did not love the game. Or I want to love this game because it's gorgeous. It's just I don't have the skill to play this game. Which is just then disappointing. We were close enough to detect the presence of a restricted artifact. However, before then we were wise enough to encase it within something technology. It was clear we must return in greater numbers before the artifact is damaged or lost to the heretical. Playing a sniper game. The eye is broken. Oh. That's not Geometric Sniper, is it? It's the only sniper game I'm currently aware of. Just need to send a message real quick. Don't remember. I've got an unreleased game on my RTDL roll, and I just wanted to let people know. You like sniper games more than regular shooters? Yes, I mean, sniping is fun when you've got no pressure. But there's a lot of, yeah, like sniping in like a game where other people are running around with other kinds of guns is no fun for me. If it is particularly a sniper game where you have to do the sniping, yes. I did a snipe shot in a Hitman game once. It was very satisfying. I mean, I didn't do it particularly elegantly, and I totally got caught, even though there's no way they could have seen me. You dress as a bush? I'm not good at Hitman games. I mostly go around trying to figure out all the opportunities and thingamajiggies. So I can get them unlocked and then follow markers, and are generally very bad at the game. And then when I need to figure out like specifics, I use a walkthrough because I'm not streaming and that's allowed. But if I try and solve them on my own, I make an entire pig's ear, and generally I have to save lots and spend a lot of time hiding from people going, don't look in this freezer, don't look in this freezer. But dressing as a bush in a sniper game sounds like fun. Especially if there's no pressure and, like, you know, it's a controlled environment. You know, definitely more fun than when there's a pressure of environment. I am sad that Nino Kuni is leaving the Game Pass. I am not going to put 100 plus hours into a game that sounds like Final Fantasy, where you have to, like, collect, you know, tame all the monsters and collect all the things and do all the alchemy. I may play some on my alt just so I can experience the game and see whether I would want to buy it at some point if it's on sale. But I don't want to put it on my card with it going out Game Pass with 100 hours. I can't afford to spend 100 hours on a game in these days. It's just too much. Who has 100 hours to spend on a game these days? Unless it's the only game you're playing. Then that's fine. That is reasonable. But yeah. Sledge streamed Hitman. That was fun to watch. He did it as a clown. Yeah, at some point I might put Hitman back on for competitions and, you know, try and clear some up with RTTL. It's just, I feel like it's one of those games that is just gonna get stuck at whatever percentage completion. It's like, can we just fast forward to me being retired and having time to play 100 hours of a game, because that's all I have time to do. Like, being able to do streaming all the time. Not that I expect anyone to watch me all the time, but, you know, being able to get into a 100-hour game. But that's like, I don't know, 18, 20 years off, depending on how fast I can build up a pension and savings and move out of London, because I don't want to retire here. Mr. Corners. How have you been? God, I see what you meant down about things taking a while in this particular one. I've been doing this, what, nearly an hour. TA says you completed Netflix. Yeah. I did I make sure I completed all the apps when they got achievements that I knew I could complete. And I never loaded up any of the ones that I knew I was not going to be able to complete. And then they took app achievements away and I was like, now I can watch stuff on apps. now I can use apps again. So, yeah. Anyway. Games that people are playing. Anyone else want to chime in? We've got Soko Bunny. We've got something called Blue Flame. Obviously, I'm power washing. I think Leaky said he was playing a sniper. Was it Leaky? You said you were playing a sniper game? Sorry, everyone is purple except for Dan. So I may have gotten everyone mixed up slightly. Short game whose title is too long. I like it. Hey, it is weekend. I like weekends. It's March. How did that happen? What are you unconvinced about? The fact that it's March and it's the weekend? Also, hi Jesse. I was like, what did I say? Did I say something stupid? I'm like, no, I just was commenting on what it was. The calendar says that it is March and Saturday because I don't have to work. So, you know, as much as you can prove and, you know, negative. Yeah. The extra day in February always just screws me up. And then Easter is early. Easter is the end of March and the clocks change. And I'm not necessarily happy about that. So it is a nice long weekend. I think I need to be on the ladder. Where's the ladder? There's the ladder. Oops. Okay, can we put a ladder up here? Yes. Okay, what still needs to be cleaned? Engine armor. Huh, engine armor. Right, well. Hey, Ray. Yeah, no need to apologize. You know, it does not. Your life does not revolve around me. It's all good. I am cozy. I'm probably semi-invisible. I mean, if if someone else's life did revolve around me, I'd be slightly worried because I have like one of the most boring lives in the world. Everyone has the same noise. Oh. The prophecy is almost complete. Okay, well, yeah, Jesse just ruined it. God damn it, Jesse. There we go. So we did engine armor. Right, clean, 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 clean. Filtration system. Where is that? Ah. Oh, I'm sorry. Headlights. Yeah. We still love you though, Jesse. Even if you did just condemn the world to 1,000 years of darkness for ruining the prophecy. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Headlights. Right, what's next? Heavy bolter base. Oh, ah, fell off. Wonderful. Right, so we're just down to 3 things. Track armor hatches. Oh, there's a track armor hatch. Uh-huh. To be fair, probably could do with a ladder. Oh, I should hydrate. Let me just put the ladder down so I don't then get completely distracted on what I was doing. I'll grab my tea. Extremely cold tea that I think I made about, I don't know, 7 hours ago. I've not been doing so great at hydrating today. I mean, I had, you know, like half a pint. Your brain hurts from moving all these crates. Oh, because you're playing a soccer game, which has the whole, you know, moved crates around do thing, right? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, those games are never meant to all be played in one go. I feel like they're meant to be like, you play a few levels and then stop. Sokoban Half-Life crossover. Oh, okay. Play one level, go. Well, you are doing your thingy. Smoke launch. Oh, there at the top. You are doing your, you know, leapfrog, frog. Sokabani, I think Balbo said. Yeah. Sokabani. Right. Lincoln's armor. Uh-huh. Oops. Which will be the bit that I just literally didn't do because it's under here. There we go. Play a game until you get bored of it, and achievements are a nice bonus, yeah. I mean, I'm already temporarily... I'm almost permanently useless, it sometimes feels like. That took an hour! That was quite fiddly. Daily quest. I got 2 daily quests out of that because it's just past 5. Nice. Okay. Canticle complete. Tech Priest, your efficiency in the blessed task has exceeded chronological metrics. I feel the motive force of the venerable vehicle resonates. The Omnisci has indeed brought us a worthy adept. I shall see to it that Tyros 656 reserves only the most glorious and arduous benedictions for your attention. In the meantime, it would be prescient to reflect on the further reduction of your biologica, to increase your efficacy further. Blessed be the Omnici. Yeah, some of those words are seeming very familiar. Yeah, the little small cracks, but, you know, it's fine. It's a good thing I don't really need money, because they give you a piddly amount of money. Redempted Dreadnought. Right, what do we have to do with a Redempted Dreadnought? Using only the yellow nozzle. I can do that. I mostly just use the yellow nozzle. Yellow nozzle only. Let's see if we can not forget that. Chance of the unrelenting hammer initiated. Tech Priest, though many of us have been stationed within this glorious ring of iron for time immemorial, none have borne witness to the caliber of warrior which stands before you now. Besmirched by the unholiest of Xenos and Flora, it rages for absolution. Know then that you will perform rites of cleansing upon a dreadnought, variant withheld, declassification level, blah blah blah, of the chapter withheld. Once fallen, twice risen, and now augmented by machine, the dreadnought will exalt the Omnici for millennia to come. Addendum. This is a singular honour. Do not fail me unless you wish for transfer to the Secretaria on Partus 5. Glory be to the machine god. Continue. Oh. Glory be to the machine god. Right. Oh, nearly. Nearly. Yellow nozzle. Nearly got myself there, didn't I? Right. Cleanse initiated. Ding. Ding. Clarification required. Engineer outranks Tech Priest and yet. Tech Priest sanctifies Dreadnought whilst Engineer cleanses Promethium fuel drains. Previous biographical impartition increased ritual efficiency by 3.58%. And so combat history will be disclosed through communications with the chapter's Tech Marine. Retain your intrigue, Tech Priest. Cognitive reset will be performed at the sacrament's conclusion. Wonderful! You've been playing Timberman the Big Adventure. 4 days, 4 achievements, not even beat level 1 in the process. Intentionally, or because it's that hard? Because a game that you find hard must be really hard. Yeah, your Megas asks that I import some account of our chapter's history to assist the vigor of your cleanse. Okay. Tech Marine, Procopius Cato. But I already sense the fervour that our chapter's a Redempted Dreadnought, brother Zalkai stirs in you. Woohoo! Ding. Achievements keep coming without you finishing the level, so you can't go further. Okay, cool. I was going to say, if you're getting stuck by level 1, then it must be a really freaking hard game, because, you know, you are ridiculously good at games. It is well that he is in induced slumber, though he has a few words, they are usually last to pass into the ears of a traitor. I'm not a traitor. We would not wish for him to exercise something. Such judgment in our current location. It does not help that it is yellow, so the dirt is harder to see for some reason. For millennia, our chapter scoured the galaxy for the corrupt and the honorless. These heretical turned their back on the Emperor and left it with no choice but to remove any whisper of them from history. Ding, ding. A recent excursion amidst the dense carnivorous forest of planet something detected evidence of a schematic, I think it said. How many froggies are we up to today that we've got to leap? It's like, are we on 40 or something? Or is it 31? Okay, cool. I was getting ahead of myself. I hope RTDL provides you with some ammunition. Or at least inspiration. The problem is the RTDL is usually deeper than next achievement. Yeah. But progress. You can make progress in games. It can inspire you, be like, right, well I will get the next achievement in this one. Ah, I did see you got one. Yeah, in Stickman. I was like, yay! I did actually say that. I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I did actually go yay, because I was like, oh, look at all the achievements people are getting, and then I was like, I need to get a wiggle on. But I took forever to finish the Spectrum Retreat because I had to replay the entire game to get one achievement. I hate those situations, but it came up and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's just do it. We will use RTDL to try and finish games. Ding, 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 ding. So I can re-roll a bad list. What? Hearing that there is to be an assault upon the nearby planet of Brother Sakai enlisted our chapter squad into the gathering forces. Yeah, but it's not the entire... Oh, sorry, I just realised what I was following on from me saying I was completing games. I've completed 2 already. I was hoping this one would come up, but as Dan said that the last level is like a whole stream in itself, we won't be completing this DLC today. We will save it for next week. Maybe it'll come up again. And I didn't see what the end is. But yeah, I'll be able to re-roll as it gets to the end if I don't like the last sort of achievements. But also just because I really should stop leaving games incomplete. To be fair, the 2 I've completed were not incomplete per se. I completed the story. I just hadn't got all the achievements. So that was a different situation. So I had to restart to get the ones I was missing. We seek only the identity of the enemy who would have it for themselves and to crush them completely. Oh, wait, hang on. Don't carnivorous forests. Hearing that there is to be assault upon the nearby planet. That they seek to obtain an artifact is no import. We just seek to destroy them. Cool. Oh, I only used the leaderboard to see how many people have got out of our little group. My max doesn't get me in the top 10 if everyone completes theirs, because my lists are, you know, low number. They're a low draw, but that's just because, you know, there are fewer high ratio games on there, and I don't mind. For me, it's just about, you know, using it to have impetus to figure out what I'm streaming. And I got my, you know, did my whole 3 in a row for whatever when that was a thing. So, you know. Yeah. This is less stingy with the dings. I approve. Oh, you're not talking about the RTDL leaderboard. I just realised you're talking about the Leapfrog leaderboard. Sorry. Engage brain, Joe. Anyway, to be fair, the RTDL leaderboard... Oh, you were talking about RTDL. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Well, we're on the right page then. It doesn't stay at 30 though. If the ratio goes down, RTDL recalculates with it. It only locks in at calculation for like TA contests and stuff. That's why I'm using this one to get my target. But it's just because everyone doesn't have the same, you know, numbers on their list. You know, Dan's is always about twice as much as mine, which is fine, because, you know, Dan just plays much harder games than I do. But, you know, it's like, it's, leaderboards are, you know, they're not comparable in that situation. So close? Oh, my percentage, yeah. This one is a lot less fiddly. This one's like 20 minutes compared to an hour, I think. Yeah. To be fair, there's probably a lot of fiddly bits I've missed that I've got to try and get the right angle. And I can only use this yellow nozzle. I can't switch to something that would be a better targety thing. Satisfying ding. What is RTDL? The random to-do list. If you do exclamation point RTDL, it will tell you. There we go. It is a competition-ish. It's a semi-competition. It is a personal challenge. Oh, his butt armor is still dirty. Posterior armor. Right, where's the little thing? Clean the butt, exactly. Yes. We keep talking about it, so I did a command because it's like, otherwise people have no idea. Redemptive fist fingers. Woohoo! There we go. And the blue. Eternal service. And the blue. Degrees of redemption. You don't like random, you like to pin yourself? Oh, you like to plan yourself. Yeah, well, I mean, if you like, I don't know what to, you know, play, it can help plan out a month. It helps me complete my collections, plan out streams and stuff. Ow. Oh. Chant of the Unrelenting Hammer complete. Tech Priest, through the expulsion of the unholy residue of redacted blasphemy, you have honoured our illustrious subject. I feel the vibrative fortitude of the Omnici surge inside every atom of its adamantine carapace. All these big words. May the forces upon which it is to be unleashed find the Emperor's wrath. The Forged Temple grows ever more inspirited. You've been assigned rights upon a task force set to retrieve a restricted artifact H-class from withheld strategic estimate B785, and there is much yet to be done. Cognitive reset delayed. Expect your next sacrament immediately. Praise the Omnici. Now we're doing a Rogel Dawn battle tank. This is number 3. Complete the stowed shovel first. We can do that. Oh my god, I swear the font just got like half the size. Maybe I can read it on here easier. Make my thing bigger. Okay, Canticle of the Iron Soul initiated. Task. Tech Priest, it is time for your next rite. A Rogel Dawn battle tank procured from the Hive world of withheld classified. Substantial biological foulness blunts its machine spirit and demeans its sacred symmetry. The Rogel Dawn tank will be under the personal command of the eminent Commissar Franz, attached to the Astral Militarum Forces at the imminent assault upon withheld strategic estimate B785. Owing to the Rogel Dawn's tank's personal importance, the Commissars insisted on recording directives which will be issued during the cleanse. Addendum. The nature of its deposits contains certain sensitives, so I encourage you to accompany the cleanse with contemplation upon the wisdom of Magus Logus Fastidicus. The eyes of the righteous look without seeing. Praise the Omnici. Yes, but if you've written off games, then just mark them as not for contest, and then they won't come up. Simple as that. I have a bunch that I don't want to play right now that I just mark as not for contests and then woot. That is disgusting. We not got the I want my 3 nozzle. Fine, let's give it a good spray with the slightly wider one and see what we get. Data recording. Tech Priests, know that I expect my tank to be flawless upon its return. It will be, because we won't finish the level without that. Should this not be the case, I arrange for you to join my forces gathered for the assault upon withheld strategic Istimus B785. Indeed, I am certain you would fit in admirably the raging collection of my vanguard. You can't take Warhammer seriously. I mean, my friend loves it, so I have random bits of knowledge, but not enough. And yes, I got an unreleased game. It shouldn't come up because it is not yet playable. I forgot to mark it as pre-ordered. I shouldn't have to add it as not for contest. I can't play it until it's released. I feel like that is a bug. That's why I was letting them know. I don't care because it's going to re-roll. And I could always get it on the 6th. But I was merely letting them know that this was a problem. It was doing my civic duty. You know. Amongst our number, we are the regiment withheld. Are you familiar with them, Tech Priest? No, because you withheld it! You don't want to go through 800 games and do that when you don't feel like it. I'm not saying you have to, I'm just saying that you can mark it as such. While most of my number need encouragement from my power sword, with regiment held, I need to hold them back. Wait a minute, okay, I will open it to have a look at later. Because I can't watch it during the stream, that's 8 minutes. Oh no, but what will my delicate sensitivities do? I wouldn't play it on stream. I don't do that with random YouTube stuff. I'm just saying I will watch it after stream. I've got it open. Yeah, potential audience things. I know. I was just joking. Everyone always thinks I'm like so meek and innocent because I'm a woman and I look like this. But anyone that knows me knows that I'm not. Dang! Shit, I was supposed to do something with this. I was supposed to do something with this and I've not done it and I've dinged. Oh, I was supposed to do something first. Where's the do something? Complete the stowed shovel. I did not do that. Can I reset it? Reset it. That resets it, right? Reset. Yes. Whew. I hadn't done that much. I was like, I go into it going, yeah, I gotta do the thing. But I forgot. Right, where is this stowed shovel? On top. Thank you. It was a rhetorical question. I would have figured it was somewhere. Aha! Stowed shovel. I didn't get the ding, did I? That didn't count as restarting it. That's the stowed shovel. Oh no, because it didn't. Right, how do I actually just reset that? Can I reset it? If I hit restart, it's going to restart the whole thing. No, I can't because that just resets the partially cleaned ones. Yeah. It's right at the beginning. No, I was just like, oh damn, I forgot. I read it and then I completely forgot. And then I got a ding. Right, it's fine. It is perfectly fine. It's right at the beginning. I will just jump into the free play or whatever. I was just like merrily going away and going, it would have been fine if I hadn't got that ding. Yeah. Exactly. It's not like I have to do the whole job in one nozzle and I forgot. It's just, it would be nice if you could just hit and restart level, but you can't. Right, so I'm giving it a once over with the green, which was how I got in this bit in the first place. Get off excess mud. Down to 109 for leapfrog. Hey, so you can exit out soon. Though I imagine quite a few people are probably being like, oh, I'll just do top 100. Yeah. Data recording. Beyond the regiment stands the companies of something troops. To say there'll be squadrons in my diversionary vanguard is an understatement, but I doubt you possess the honor to something. To fight alongside them. What should you have for lunch? Noodles? A sandwich? Steak? Soup? Tacos? Pizza? Bacon sandwich. Good choice. Finally, we have the penal legions. Collected these hyperbolic from every corner of the galaxy. So noodles! You're having noodles! I had noodles. I had noodles with chimkin. And for dinner I'm having risotto. Because it's left over. And then I can wash the pan. Okay, I did 69% just by going over this with the green one. 70%. Now we get into some more detail. At least you know what to stream today. Yay, what are you streaming? Bacon, might side some rice and veggies and bacon. Nice. You are installing it now. Okay. You finished the subway station. Subway station was long. I think I did that in 2 bits. Half a year with brace. Wow. I mean, that is definitely taking it slow. I don't think I could take this game that slow. Yeah, the last level I did twice. Because of the broken achievement. So, to me, the last level was not a massively long level. And the redo was the only time I've played this off stream. That's fine. I mean, play the game how you want to play the game. That's exactly how one should play all games. How one wants to. You have 2 alpha builds to playtest. Cool. Ah. Nobody says no. We understood what you meant. Unauthorized data override. Private book. Do not listen to the ramblings of that infernal commissar. We in the Penal Legions pledge our allegiance to the Imperium voluntarily, and I'm honoured to be part of this regiment. Better to rejected conjecture die in honourable futility than a traitor in a something. In a conditions unconfirmed concrete box. Yeah. You saw someone play Baldur's Gate with a mod that always rolled a 1. That sounds like a horrible way to play a game. I'll be honest. 1 is critical fail. This is so freaking fiddly. Gaming fatigue sucks. I mean, I started late, so I'm going another hour and a bit. So it depends how long your food is. What did you decide in the end? You have to let us know. And I'll catch you for your stream anyway. Ah, you don't know. You're just gonna try and move anyway and see if that helps. I mean, it's worth it. Worth it. Worth it. I feel like the carnival level's cool. Don't know which level I liked the best. Even though it took me forever, the playground was quite good. And I enjoyed the Back to the Future ones. Toilet one was weird. DLC's good. you're back. Did you have a good walk? Aww. Bless him. Front lights. Cadia stands. Except that we have to go into the quick play and just get the stupid shovel because we were an idiot. Canticle of the Soul complete. Iron Soul. Tech Priest is if the battle tank has emerged from its forged temple for the very first time, it is resurrected. Even the low hooks thirst for glory. I will advocate for your promotion to the rank of engineer, along with further cybernetic replacement of your biologica. Cybernetica. Don't want to be cybernetically replaced. In the interim, it would be sage of you to reflect upon the works of Lord Dogma. Pulverist Gamma 6. That which cannot be trusted must be removed. Praise the Omnicide. Free play. Dawn Tank. No, I didn't dug a hole for myself because I have no shovel. Damn it! Seriously, I need the smaller thing. I think we go into here and it will... Yep. There we go. Right, one day the shovel will be clean. Exactly. Right, so now we'll continue with this. Imperial Knight Paladin. So, Tilt Shield and Tilt Shield Purity Seals first. So the Thunderhawk is the big one, because we've done 3. So this is 4. We are going to take a short break, just a small one. I'm going to make some hot tea, and then we will do this. And then after this, we will finish the stream. So bear with me, please. Right. Chant of the Electromancer initiated. Your next mission engineers the ritual of blessing for an Imperial Knight Paladin of House Hawkshroud, withdrawn from meritorious duty combating redacted brief pending among the fetid camp swamps of the planet redacted classified. They have traversed the galaxy to spearhead the frontal assault on withheld strategic 785. Description: redacted. Excessive verbosity. This honourable Knight Paladin is an elite unit of prodigious power. Their importance to the battle cannot be overstated. It is imperative that their machine spirit, purified and galvanized. Engineer Tyro 656 will be closely monitoring your work. It is time to prove that you are worthy of your title. Praise the Omnici! Right. Ooh. Purple goo. Nice. Oh! Before we start going all gung-ho, tilt shields and purity seals first. Okay. Up there. Right. How the bloody hell do I get up there? Translation: big robot got dirty. Yeah. Okay, now I can't reach that. Let's move this. Giant metal thing. Observation! I see that while I cleanse... I just gonna open it up in here. I see that while I cleanse manufacturing containers, you have again been blessed by the machine god. So at least now you have a title worthy of the duty. The rite of initiation for a knight such as this a fascination. Are you familiar with the necessary rituals, engineer? No. Maybe I should do the purity suit. Ah, right, okay. Careful with the mount on the back. Let's not have a repeat of Shovel K. My god, it's got a name! can't even see the shovel from here. Tilt shield and its purity seals. The Emperor protects. Gotcha. Right. Well, we're up here. We'll do this big boy up here. Everything's so yellow. It makes it really hard to see the dirt. And by which I mean the dirt indicator, because the dirt indicator is also yellow. I like to do lots of clambering all over the things I'm washing. Love me a good clamber. The firehouse one was interesting because it was basically clean the whole of this without using any ladders. Or the, you know, any of the helpful apparatus. You could use a steppy stool. That involved hanging out of some windows. I do like just the clean the house or clean the patio type ones that don't have lots of fiddly little bits. Like, you know, give me an entire state of houses to clean. Gardens and stuff. Well, sorry, I firstly read Shovelgate as Shadowgate, which is a game that I have not... Well, I finished one playthrough, but on, like, easy. I have to play through on, like, hard. And to be fair, there's a walkthrough. It's not like, you know... It's a bad thing. It's just, you know... time and effort, and I should probably at some point, you know, go through my list of not for contests and put some of them back in rotation. I also really need to finish my final 360 point and click, because at some point, you know, considering all the things people complain about on the 360 not working, I don't want to get stuck with that one incomplete. It's just, I've already played it through like twice, I think, already. So it's, you know, play through a painful game to get all the random events. Maybe I'll do that at Easter. Maybe that'll be Easter's thing. I'll put it in my rotation for random to-do list so it can show up, but I will do that at Easter because I'll have 4 days of not needing to do anything. And, you know, that's what I did at Christmas. I took the grey matter game that I had to do a full playthrough to get, like, the speed run. I took that back and did that, you know. So I'm down to one point and click on the 360. Oh no! I was like, I've fallen off, and I hadn't fallen off that far, but then I jerked back, and then I had fallen. I do like the purple dirt. Do I have to clean all the purple dirt off? The knights proved their fealty through survival of the protocol classified. Fittest. Most purple. On Gauntlet, you should add them back in because it can always dodge random. Yes, but I do sometimes get down to, like, you know, when I've got like 5 left and I'm like, I don't want to do any of these. I don't want to get into that situation. So it's judicious of adding back. And sometimes I just don't feel like playing those particular games. What am I climbing? Oh, I climbed up something. When am I doing my Relicta speedrun? Never. That game is DNF. Did not finish, do not want to finish, not even doing the Ice Queen DLC. I did not enjoy that game. I persevered through it because I was playing it with Jesse, but it was a painful mix of very bad platforming and randomness with puzzles. Yeah. Whatever that was. It looked like you exploded on the keyboard. Are you having a fit of some kind? Do you need me to call a doctor? I said DNF, which is did not finish. I very rarely DNF stuff. Usually I just abandon it. That one I am purposefully DNFing. But yeah. I need to get my carrots back up. I feel like my carrots has suffered a little bit with my streaming, which is what I'm currently doing, really, with the RTDL, is getting my carrots back up. I wish it was an official thing I could track properly on the site. Unfortunately, it is not. His mechanical penis hangs very low. Oh, did not finish, not even doing the DLC. Okay, fine. You just made it all into an acronym. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure if I followed a walkthrough, I could do the speedrun. I just really didn't enjoy that game. I finished the story, I did all the puzzles. You know, if no more games ever get produced, and it's the only game left, I'm still not going to play. It made me very, very ragey, and I do not need that in my life. As Valbo said, we do not need stress in the game playing. I agree very much with that philosophy, so, yeah. There are very few games that I will, you know, never go back to, ever, 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 and that is one of them. But yeah, I need to have a look and see what I'm going to do off my list for this evening. Maybe I will you know, I think Star Trek was on there. Maybe I will try and finish that one. I think that requires one whole other playthrough. And a judicious use of quit before saving after earning an achievement, because I did not do the optimum path through when I did my path. Protocol. At the commencement of the sacred ritual, each young noble enters the room and occupies the redacted technology of their night house. Throughout the night that follows, the noble's mind will fuse with the neural network of the restricted technology. Well, that doesn't sound fun. Clarification. Perhaps that sounds pleasant. It is not. I was just said it did not sound like fun. But yeah, get my carrots back up, but also I've got a ton of games that I want to stream. So I will find a balance. I always do. As long as I maintain above 80% completion, I'm happy. I'd like to get back to 82, because then I would recover my one bloody bean dive that has never been recovered, but that would involve me never have to start a game like all year and just finishing stuff, and that would not make streams fun. The feet look like their little faces. Look, you've got 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth with some grumpy teeth. It's very cute. Or the toes look like little faces. God, this is fiddly. I feel this is going to be another Land Rover, you know, an hour type thing. We're 42% clean, so we should be done within like the 3-hour stream, more or less. It was very good that Dan, you gave me a heads up about the length. That so we will tackle the final one a different stream, maybe next week. I've got a blood test on Friday. I don't know when I'll get the results, but it should let me know whether my tablets are working, which will be good. I hope they are. I hope my numbers are good. I'll do a blank presentation on Thursday, which I'm always slightly wary about. Not because I don't know my stuff, just because, you know, I'm me. And Sometimes me doesn't mesh with client communication, but it should be fine. It's quite strict, like, presentation schedule, so everything should be all time boxed and good. Plus, as I do more of them, I get more confidence. It's one of those things. It's like past workplaces did a number on my confidence in my ability to actually do my damn job. It's like, I know I can do my job, but, you know, when you've got people telling you that you can't, it's tricky. It's like, oh no, your neurotype means that you're not doing the exact same thing that I would do. It's like, well, doy, because, you know, that would be boring. That's in the past. It's just, unfortunately, the past informs the present. In the form of trauma! Or trauma, depending on how you want to say it. Trauma sounds a bit more fun, because it's kind of like drama. But it's not drama. I don't know. Anyway, I'm babbling at this point. Oh, so it was much cooler when it was a purple sword. Now it's a yellow mechanical sword. Each restricted technology stores the experiences endured by every knight that has ever graced it. Why is it... Oh, because it'll be some sort of brain thing. It's like, why is it restricted technology? Throughout the night, the young nobles must battle against the wills of their forebears. Sounds a little bit like Pacific Rim. if you make them warning. Perhaps if they were more cognizant of the unreliability of flesh, the entire process could be avoided. Nah! They're falling off. Ah, 19.991% of residue remaining. Thanks, we knew that. You losing your touch, engineer? No, it's just really freaking fiddly. Perhaps I should petition your duties more earnestly. Like to see you try this yourself, mate. Being so judgy. I fell off. I'm sure I should be noticing, like, very accurate walls or whatever. But I'm just like, I'm cleaning the thing. That is a particularly hard thing to stand on. Fiddly bits. Yeah, very fiddly. Mm. I just try and walk where I need to walk. Well, that was a last bits. Yeah. Oh, that was fiddly. Ow. But well done on the timing, Dan. That was practically perfect. Yeah, just bits of the insides. That was a fiddly beastie. Engineered a glory to see a knight. Whoops. So illuminated. I feel its motive force yearn for its destiny. Update. I'm told that our forces are now fully assembled, cleansed, and boarding for B785. The knight will spearhead the vanguard as vital. The heretical consider this our full force, whilst redemptor dreadnought Sakai is dropped behind our enemy lines. Trust that we will soon hear of our momentous triumph. May the will of the Omnisci guide us all to a glorious end. Okay, Thunderhawk. Wow. Hey, we get actual vague amount of money for this, so you know. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, Dad. Chance of the Exalted create. I wish they just put a scroll in here instead of just making the font like ridiculously small. Chance of the Exalted Crusader initiated. Urgent engineer and heroic Thunderhawk gunship of the Adeptus Astartes chapter designated Blood Angels has returned from the assault upon B785 and requiring your complete attention. Communications confirm that the artifact is on board and the venerable Archmagus is on standby to assert its viability. Objective: the gunship's exterior is befouled by noxious contaminants from the heretical. Extensive sanctification must occur before the vehicle is approached by the Archmagus. Data recordings taken from deployment of the assault may be relayed during your rites of cleansing. By the will of the Omnisci, the tides of the war may soon be turning in our favour. Okay. Let me just look at the instructions first. Complete the retro thrusters first. Okay. We're loading it in. That's not too bad. I mean, you know, it's no temple. It looks a bit like a Klingon bird of prey. A little more blocky though. Anyway, we will not be attempting that, otherwise we'll never get dinner. We will do that next time. I am curious, while we're in here though, why on earth it thinks I've not finished Back to the Future. The time machine. We did the time machine. Oh well, we'll do the time machine again. I was certain we'd done the time machine. Did we not get the achievement for doing the time machine? Time train, Holomax. Complete the time machine job. Isn't that like the first job? Is the time machine? Yeah, maybe they reordered them. Anyway, we'll do that again because that one was fine, just so that we can get the full circle. I like my full circles. That one doesn't have a full circle, which annoys me because but it might mean that there's more seasonal specials. And then career-wise, we completed the bonus jobs. We've done 6 of, and we've got 4 left. There are potentially more Muckingham files to come. They have a whole year's worth of content planned. So yeah. So we've got, at least 2 more streams of this, plus whatever comes next. Yeah. We're not going back to challenge mode. We did the challenges we could. We may, free play bungalow or the house or fire station. Skate park was fun. Mayor's Mansion was irritating because we had to do it through a gate. That was horrible. I hated that one. Treehouse was good. Temple was funny because the story was basically that there was accidentally a plane full of like mud which fell on it. The washroom was good. It was icky. Subway platform, yeah, it was long. I kind of liked doing the ancient statue. That one involved a lot of clambering. Vehicles, less so. They were just, they were less fun. I preferred the buildings. But anyway, we've made good progress today. I mean, I suppose we should just like buy all the modifications and the clothing. We've got the cash for it. It's just, I never really felt the need to do that. I just wanted to upgrade my equipment. I got my purple stuff. So yeah, Warhammer 40k. I feel like I should acknowledge that I did get the SpongeBob SquarePants DLC from Square Enix for streaming purposes, but the rest of it I have bought myself, and the other stuff is on the Game Pass. So yeah. Right, ending soon. Okay. Ooh, I am rather invisible now. Jesse is live. That's why my phone was beeping at me. Right. So, I guess. Excuse me. I want to refresh to see who is on. So, Havoy is playing Skull and Bones. Kara's playing Baldur's Gate 3. Ooh, Two Flowers doing some indie development. Dopey's playing Froggy. And Jesse's doing Gunvolt Records, something or other. Chronicle. God, that's a mouthful. So, I guess we should raid Jesse just so that I can send, because there's, 10 people here. We may as well go raid Jesse. Thank you all for watching. PowerWash is always quite a good one. Nice and chill. We'll have another PowerWash at some point because we've got to finish off this DLC. And for now, I'm going to go grab some food. You also do some self-care yourself. And yeah. So for now, I've been Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK. There may be a stream tomorrow. I have decided. There will probably be a stream tomorrow. I don't know what it is yet. TBC, watch this space. Anyway, I've been Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK, and I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.